ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the 13th Annual Concordia Community Holiday Musical.
Oh, and I reserved the segways for us this year. It's really hard to shop without them.
Everyone have their Christmas lists?
I'll meet you at the food court for lunch. And there's a streusel making demonstration at 11.
Sleepville, here we come!
How come we never stop at Snowflake like we used to?
Snowflake? No one goes there anymore.
Tossed the milk and tossed the cheese, held the mail and held the paper. Packed the hats and packed the skis, took the shovel and the scraper. Left the dog with Aunt Louise, left a key with Mr. Draper. Because we're finally getting to go where we can be in the middle of nowhere for a week. It shouldn't be too long now. Snowflake's just over that hill.
Dad, we've been driving for hours. This place is in the boonies.
Exactly.
We've passed so many quaint towns. Are you sure we can't stop for just a minute?
There's gonna be nothing to do there.
Relax. You guys are really going to love it in Snowflake. I remember going there every year as a kid with my family.
Dad, we've heard the story 1,000 times.
There's a pub where you can eat, sitting cozy by a fire.
You've told us this 1,000,000 times.
There's a hill right down the street, you can sled if you desire.
Oh my God, we know already.
And we're staying in a suite with a washer and a dryer.
We know.
I'm glad we're finally getting to go where we can be in the middle of nowhere for a week. And remember, we'll be there during the snow sculpture parade, Snowflake's own winter tradition.
I don't know if you've noticed the weather, Walter, but there's no snow on the ground anywhere.
Oh, everything will change once you get past that hill. Always does.
Yeah, right.
Listen up, Wanderlusts. This is going to be the best family vacation we've ever had. Trust me, you'll all love it.
Why can't I stay at home? Family bonding was never really made for me. Why can't I stay alone? All the mandatory fun will be the end of me. And now I'm stuck here for a week.
Look at those awful buildings over there.
Oh, those are the outlet malls of Sleepville. Wow, they've really been expanding over the years.
Outlet malls. Do they have a Pearl Art Supply? Or a Michael's?
Oh yes, Walter, let's stop for just a minute. We can stretch our legs with a quick walk around.
We don't want to waste our time in Sleepville. Just 20 more minutes.
I wanted to attend Hudson County Winter Arts and Crafts Academy, but on the road we went. In the rush to leave, I left my favorite sketching pad, and now we're stuck here for a week.
Walter, are you really sure there's enough for us to do there?
My goodness, dear, of course I'm certain.
'Cause it says in this brochure there's some other places too there.
Oh, we've talked about this plan already.
Maybe we should take a tour and perhaps abandon you there.
What? No.
It's just I'm wondering how I'll go there since we'll be in the middle of nowhere.
That's the point. It's okay, you guys just don't get it. Snowflake is the perfect place to get lost in the beauty and joy of the season. There's a pub where you can eat, sitting cozy by a fire.
You've told us this 1,000,000 times.
There's a hill right down the street, you can sled if you
Why
desire.
can't I stay at home alone?
And we're staying in a suite with a washer and a dryer.
For a week.
And so we're
Off to the middle of nowhere. I'm so glad that we're getting to go where we will be in the middle of nowhere for a week.
My mom says I have to wear it.
Has your mom seen a thermometer?
Yeah, just take that thing off. You look ridiculous.
Whew, now I can get some feeling back in my hands. It was harder than Bikram yoga class in that thing.
Oh, what?
Anyway, I gotta get to the bakery as soon as I can.
Why? It's not like you're gonna run out of bread.
They don't make anything good anyway. Now that no one buys sweets anymore.
Yeah, but chocolate pie is very popular this time.
Maybe that was before, when we actually had something to celebrate.
But my mom said...
Good luck with that pie. I hope it makes all your dreams come true. Let's get out of here.
So this is Christmas in Snowflake?
December and the temperature is rising. Frankly put, it's going through the roof. But the part I find a bit surprising is how it's affecting the holiday mood.
No one's going sledding on the hill. No one's got the sniffles or a chill. No one's setting cookies out for Santa. No one's got the spirit, is it hiding somewhere? No one's got a snowball in their hand. No one's got a Christmas party planned. No one's setting up their decorations. No one's got the spirit, is it hiding somewhere else where winter snow? And there's a fireplace in Cocoa, where you can go to hear a choir in a church. Well, I don't know, it isn't here, it must be Christmas somewhere else. Maybe if we lit a lot of candles, maybe if we sang a lot of songs, maybe if we weren't wearing sandals, Christmas would feel more like Christmas at all. No one's strapping on a pair of skis. No one's stringing lights up on the trees. No one's putting snowmen in the playground. No one's got the spirit, is it hiding somewhere? No one's sounding carols as you know. No one's hitting up the mistletoe. No one's even saying Merry Christmas. No one's got the spirit, is it hiding somewhere else? For winter's more than just a day in late December, where spirits soar and there's a feeling up too high. Well, I am sure it isn't here. It must be Christmas. It must be Christmas. It must be Christmas somewhere else, where faces glow and there's a feeling of excitement, where people show a certain joy to the world. Well, now you know it isn't here. It must be Christmas. It must be Christmas. It must be Christmas somewhere else.
Well, here we are, the lovely and charming Snowflake Inn. It looks exactly like I remember it.
Dad, it looks like nobody's stayed here since you were a kid.
He's right, Walter. Everything looks deserted. Is it even open?
Why, of course it's open. I called just before we left home. They were happy to have us, quite happy in fact. They wouldn't stop laughing.
I bet they were happy to finally have paying customers.
Nonsense. I bet we're just the first to arrive. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Ah! Don't come any closer, you hoodlum. I'm a highly trained killing machine. One more step and you'll be wishing you found a little innocent old lady to rob.
We're not here to rob you. We have a reservation.
Didn't anyone teach you to read, scoundrel? The inn's closed.
There must be some mistake. My name is Walter Wonderlust, and I spoke with someone here a few days ago. We've come to see the snow sculpture parade.
You're the Wanderlust?
did you say on the phone?
I was just inquiring about thread counts and turndown service.
What are we going to do, Walter?
Don't worry, I'll keep the inn open for you folks. I'm afraid it won't be very, lively. We haven't had any other reservation, and oh dear, all the restaurants are closed.
That's okay. We can just drive back to the McDonald's and sleep, Phil.
And there's a Holiday Inn back there, too.
No! You can't. I mean,
We didn't know.
my name is Ellie, and these are my kids, Aaron and Nick. Oh, guys, will you go back to the house and set out 4 more plate snacks for lunch?
Okay.
Really, we don't want to be a bother. McDonald's is a perfectly fine lunch.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Children need actual food, not that junk. You're staying.
See how great it is here?
Thank you, Ellie. I'm Wanda, and this is Wilson and Wendy.
Very nice to meet you all. Well, let's get your stuff up to your room, and then we can eat.
There better not be stairs.
Oh, then you must take a tour around town. Aaron and Nick can be your official tour guides to Snowflake.
Perfect. It's just perfect.
One night.
What?
When you sing joy to the world, you must sound like little angels. Little angels on puffy white snow clouds. And if you sing really, really well, it'll snow. I can feel it in my bones.
Now she thinks she can control the weather. This lady's insane.
But if it doesn't, I can't even bring myself to say it. But if it doesn't snow, we must be prepared to keep our spirits up. So, let's try it again from the top. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. That's not quite right, children. Actually, it was complete garbage! I refuse trust to be a laughingstock. We were the shiningest leaders of the finest snow sculpture parade in the history of Snowflake. We can't have another disaster. Now, begin again. This time, starting together in the same key, at the same tempo, and singing the same song.
Now she's just delusional. I like this much better when we sing things wrong.
There are still many problems.
Aaron, have you talked to Wendy and Wilson? Do you think they'll like Snowflake?
With the way the weather looks, I'm not so sure. What is there to do here in the winter when there's no snow?
You just have to think of something. Be creative.
Look at all these plants. They're so colorful and
Think.
Wendy.
Oh, yes. I have a wide array of the finest sunflowers in all of Snowflake. Take your pick. Please, maybe you'd like a nice sprig of holly, or maybe a lovely poinsettia, or I can make you a lovely gift basket too. Just buy something, anything, please.
Why would anybody buy any of this stuff? It's all
to reorganize these planners. Get rid of all these deadheads. You know, spruce things up a bit.
Yeah, we can arrange all the silk flowers in the window and make a few holiday gift baskets.
This isn't just about vase placement or wreath construction anymore. We've got serious weeds of the financial type, and it's going to take a lot of greenbacks to fight those off, and those don't grow on trees. Now, if you're not going to buy anything, you'll have to excuse me. I have to. You know, I have to. Replant the silk flowers.
Wait a minute, let's talk about these weeds.
Jeez, what a downer.
Yeah, she's got to get with the times. Set up sales over the internet or something.
Well, you know, some people prefer a more simple way of life. Fewer distractions, fewer ingredients, fewer complaints.
I couldn't agree with you more. Who are you?
Look at this. Freshly made jams, pickled vegetables in mason jars, homemade candy. I bet this is all delicious and grown right here in Snowflake.
Right you are, ma'am. All right from my own garden. And these candies here, I make with a perfect blend of sweet and savory. The secret is just a pinch of salt.
You must have a hard time keeping everything in stock.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, ma'am. How could anyone compete with the monsters down the street? All the mega stores with massive floors that sprawl. Take this rustic cheddar cheese, made with rustic expertise. It's a special kind you'd rarely find at all. It's been here since the fall. Take this apple rhubarb jelly, or my maple walnut fudge. No one wants a local fare, oh, but who am I to judge? So I pickle and I jam. After all, that's who I am. But if little shops, the mom and pops can't stay, then Snowflake, old Snowflake's had its day.
You mean big stores like Sleepville? I shop in places like that all the time.
I'm afraid so, ma'am. It seems like every other day they're building some giant mega discount super mall. Little stores like mine just can't keep up anymore.
Oh, I feel horrible. I'll take one of everything.
Snowflake has an arcade? It's locked. Why is it locked?
The mayor just shut it down yesterday. I guess they can't afford electricity to keep it open anymore.
But wouldn't playing the games pay for the electricity?
If anybody had been here to play them.
I'm here.
Oh, wow, all the old games are still here. Frogger, Donkey Kong. What memories.
Dad!
Sorry.
OMG, this is the best candy I've ever had.
I told you.
There's a pile of sand in the middle of the road.
Oh, hey Bert, how's Snowflake Beach?
Lifeguard on duty.
You guys are weird.
Sand is for the icy streets after I plow the snow. But I haven't needed it in years.
Years?
Haven't had snow-covered streets in a long time. And no one thinks about landscaping during the winter. I've got 2 jobs and no work.
Isn't there something you can do?
Well, you've caught me in between. Let me tell you what I mean. It's a winter drought that's put me out to dry. With the fall already done, now's the time for winter fun. But without the frost, I'm rather lost, so I just kiss the cold goodbye. There's no grass that needs mowing. There's no leaves around to rake. There's no gardens you can plant. There's no money you can make. So I sit here and I wait till the skies cooperate. But if all the heat does not retreat away, then Snowflake, old Snowflake had its day.
What are you going to do?
Well, luckily I've stored up some fat for the winter.
Gross.
What can you do, right? It's the ending of an era. It's the closing of a book. It's the very last hurrah, and it's everywhere you look. It's the fate of every town. What goes up must come back down.
You
can smile, but no matter what you say,
Old snowflake, old snowflake, old snowflake, old snowflake had its day.
Nick, get out of that dirty sand pile. Aren't you a little too old to be playing in the dirt?
In a minute, I want to finish my sand cave.
Sand cave?
Yeah, I would have built a mansion or a castle, but I didn't bring a shovel or a bucket.
And it would probably help if you had a little water to put the sand together.
Just like the ocean. Maybe tomorrow we can come back with all the beach stuff and make a giant one with everyone's help.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be so much fun.
Town meeting!
Now?
Now!
Let's go!
Us too?
Yeah, come on!
All right.
Good evening, Snowflake. Thank you for coming. Let's get right to business. I know the first thing on everyone's mind is the status of the Snow Sculpture Parade. And judging by the weather reports, and seeing we all dressed in sensible light-fog jackets, I'd say the odds of having any snow with which to make the sculptures is quite slim. It looks like we will have to cancel the parade once again this week.
So it's another year with no parade and no tourists? How am I supposed to keep my shop open with no shoppers? My bakery should be full of people wanting fresh pies and cakes for the holidays, but it's a stale wasteland of crusty breads. I had to take out a second mortgage to even pay the rent. I'll lose my shop if I can't make the next payment. I have a loan too. Shoot, I think we all have loans for our businesses. And I had to close the inn. The winter's looking bleak. Mayor, the holidays should be our busiest season. We depend on all the families vacationing to Snowflake, and the money they spend to last us through the slower, warmer months. And this always worked when they had a reason to visit.
I understand your shops are empty. I understand your money is gone. I understand that Snowflake is in trouble. But the days of the town overflowing with tourists excited to see our one-of-a-kind seasonal spectacle are behind us. It's time we change the way we support ourselves in Snowflake. It's time we looked at the way other towns make money all year round. It's time we built a mall.
What? Are you kidding? There's nothing good about them all. Yeah, they're dirty and ugly and full of concrete.
Look at Sleepville. It's just a bunch of buildings and a glorified parking lot.
Yeah!
I know it's not ideal, but Sleepville is thriving. They build new stores every month. More restaurants, more hotels, more everything.
If we build a mall, we'll lose everything that makes Snowflake Snowflake.
This is why we had a meeting for a mall.
But I agree with you. We have to do something to save the town, to save ourselves.
Poor Snowflake! Poor Snowflake! Poor Snowflake! Poor Snowflake! Get it right, Mayor! Snowflake isn't Sleepville!
It's true. Our family only came today, and we've fallen in love with this place. You can't change it.
I know. I can't stand the thought of losing Snowflake after all these years. My great-great-great-grandfather was the first mayor of Snowflake, and I feel like I've let him down. And that's why we need a solution to our financial woes. We should truly consider a mall, Snowflake. It may be our only hope.
Poor Snowflake! Poor Snowflake! Poor Snowflake! Poor Snowflake! Poor Snowflake! It's been a long day. Let's head back to Inn for a nice dinner and a good night's sleep. Maybe in the morning we can help figure out a way to help Mayor Morgan into the town.
What if Snowflake built a giant plant maze? What if Snowflake told all the surrounding towns that Snowflake was haunted and took tours of where the ghosts live?
What if Snowflake held a bake sale every few months? We could even take it to the surrounding towns.
What if Snowflake built the biggest slide in the world? It's the ending of an era. It's the closing of a book. It's the very last hurrah, and it's everywhere you look. It's the fate of every town. What goes up must come back down. You can smile, but no matter what you
citizens really need the holiday spirit. This town has had a rough go of it these days. Worse than the Kardashians. Or what's his face? Well now, there may not be snow, but you can't stop Christmas. Let's make these people with a smile.
Why would anyone want to wake up this early? And what do Kardashians have to do with anything? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Frosty snowman was a after and nose reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Tommy now are gay a carol. La 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 la. O'er the ancient Yuletide carol. La 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 la.
That wasn't terrible. But who's singing everything on rough? No wonder you've sounded so horrible this entire time. There's a dog in the chorus. Go home, Sparky. Now, match your vowels. Again.
I think that's the best those singers have ever sounded.
I think you're right. Maybe he thinks you're looking out for Snowflake after all. Thanks for visiting. I'm sorry things didn't turn out the way you planned.
I'm concerned for the town more than anything. I really wish there was something we could do.
Dad! Hey, Dad, look! There are yellow flyers everywhere. Notice of foreclosure and eviction to all citizens of Snowflake. Please be advised that as of December 31st, these properties and businesses will be seized. Snowflake Inn, Marjorie's Flowers, The Jam and Pickle, Bert's Landscaping and Snow Removal, Designs by Darcy, 2 Knitting Needles, The Cozy Cafe, One Stop Mom and Pop Grocery. The list just keeps going. These businesses must be vacated by this time. Have a nice day and Merry Christmas. What is this?
I have no idea, but I'm going to find out.
Hello, good people of Snowflake. Thank you for gathering together on such short notice.
We're so happy to see the faces of so many shining, soon-to-be Sleetville citizens.
Please allow us to explain why we are here today.
Some of you have noticed that this town is all but lit. Yeah, 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 yeah.
We will give the courtesy of notice to evict.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
7 days from now and it'll be the ending say good riddance anyway. Local designers and artisan shops, nobody cares for that today.
People prefer what they already know. Maybe they're dumb, but it's not for us to say. No way!
We get it. You're jerks. But why do you have to get rid of Snowflake?
It is in the interest of our clients. Besides, don't you realize that every one of you has taken out loans to pay the rents of your businesses? Sleetville is expanding at an exponential way.
Businesses are booming, and quite frankly, it is great.
But we find our outlets are immeasurably small. Now it's time to build the biggest mall to rule them all. We need space for lots of parking, so we need to clear your parking town. Tear it down. We need space for lots of parking, so we need to clear your parking town. Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear it down.
But our loans say we have until the 31st of every December to pay back the minimum.
Well, aren't you just the business whiz? But we're here for the full amount. December 31st, Snowflakers, and that goes for every one of your loans.
Oh yeah? Or what else?
Shut up, or they'll sing it again.
Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear it down.
It's okay. This is just another obstacle in our path.
An obstacle? This is firebombing!
This has got to be the worst thing that could happen to our town. Or at least the worst thing since it stopped snowing. But I wouldn't give for just one flake of snow.
Or for it to even be cold enough for possibilities. I have packed my winter coat for years.
I know, Snowflake. And think of how we used to complain about the cold and the mess of winter. If only we could go back to a happier, chillier time. The storm windows are in, the plows are on the trucks, the sleds are ready, and the Christmas lights are up. But we're missing the finishing touch. Is it really asking too much?
Even when icicles hang off the roof and the ground has frozen below. Even when daytime is icy and cool and nights are cozy and slow. It's just never the same. No, it's never the same without snow. Now that December is here once again, and the leaves are off the trees.
Now that the calendar comes to an end and the branches sway in the breeze, it's just never the same. No, it's never the same without snow.
Should I stop this soaking and whining? All the snow melts away just when you wish it would stay.
It's unsafe for walking and driving.
Cleaning mud off the floor.
Who wants to shovel anymore?
What's the big deal about crystals of ice? What's the big deal? Is it really that nice? Now it's never the same. No, it's never the same without snow. Should I stop this soaking and whining? All the snow melts away just when you wish it would stay. It's unsafe for walking and driving. Cleaning mud off the floor. Who wants to shovel anymore? What's the big deal? Is it really that nice?
Well, now, wait a minute. Just wishing for snow isn't going to help you solve your problems. There's got to be a new way for Snowflake to make its money, right? Any products you could patent? Any special ideas that you've all been hiding?
Dad, there has to be a way to save Snowflake.
And of all things, not even a mall, a parking structure.
Oh, darn it. I forgot to grab the tools for Nick to make his big sand castle.
That's okay. I already grabbed them.
What are you making?
I'm gonna build Snowflake.
You're building. Aha. Aha! Wendy, what's your favorite artistic medium?
Watercolors, I guess.
Right. Never mind that. You'll be making a sculpture of plants and flowers.
What?
Jam Man, what do you got canning your shelves?
Oh, well, there's all the jams. I have an apple rhubarb and an apple strawberry and a really nice apple,
Full of color. And gourds?
Yes, there's a yellow squash and a button squash and a green squash.
Perfect. Start stacking. And throw in a few carved pumpkins or something for the kids.
And grab Nick a ladder so we can build the biggest hand sculpture ever.
Hook up the hitches. The snow sculpture parade is on.
How are you planning on having a sculpture parade with no snow to make snow sculptures?
We'll call it the Seasonal Sculpture Parade and celebrate all seasons of Snowflake.
But that's not the way we do it.
So we're gonna be creative, do things a little differently.
Yeah, traditions are okay, but sometimes you have to think outside the box. The plan was robust, but now you're nonplussed. It's not working, they're all smirking, so adjust.
It's gathering dust and all gone to rust. It's outdated, ain't no faded, so adjust.
Let it go, you're clutching at straws, or there'll be no resounding applause. You've spit and you've cussed, you've trifled and fussed. Recalibrate, as lately we've discussed, and just adjust.
They're right. The only way to save Snowflake is to do things a little bit differently. It's not going to bloom. It's spelling out doom. It's irrelevant. It's the elephant in the room.
So don't shoot the moon. Stay simple and soon. With a newer view, you'll be happy you changed your tune. Let's review so you're up to speed. A switcheroo is just what you need. Don't quit in disgust. Don't rage or combust.
Just start again, cause when the pen goes
Bust,
you must adjust.
Walter, everyone, this is such a great idea. But how are we going to get everyone to visit Snowflake in time to see the parade?
And we haven't had time to build all these sculptures. And it'd be worse than having no parade at all.
Won't be a bigger joke than Sleetville.
Wait a minute. My father brought us every year to Snowflake to see the snow sculpture parade. And he always told us stories of how creative the sculptures were, with no two ever looking the same. He said that the people of Snowflake could build the sculptures out of water if they had to. And I believed him.
So what can we do?
Think differently. We can make use of the other 3 seasons of the year.
Bert, you'll be supervising the construction of the floats. Ellie, you can make sure that we have concessions to sell. Wanda and I will drive to the neighboring towns and spread the word.
We have all the tools we need right here in Snowflake.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Whether winter, spring, summer, or fall, the season doesn't matter at all. 'Cause we know how to rock and roll, and we're always on the fun patrol. If the leaves are changing color or budding on the trees, if the fields are green in summer or thawing from the freeze, it doesn't matter 'cause it's 4 seasons of fun. Let's have 4
Look around. Everyone sees that. Simply get it done and they'll believe in you. Just by having fun, they'll all believe in you. It's normal to believe that you can't fight the fight. So do your best and all the rest will come out all right. So even when you're at an end and don't have a clue, don't turn to leave, 'cause I believe in you too. Focus, keep your mind on what you set it to. You are bound to find it if you let it do. Be still your nerves like you deserve. Go easy now. What's life without a little doubt? Just don't have a cow. So even if you're on a cliff and you think you're through, don't turn to leave, 'cause I believe in you too.
Mom!
'Cause struggling is not a thing to scream about. Let's not forget the pride you get from working it out. So even though it's hard to go and start all anew, don't turn to leave, 'cause I believe in you too.
Look how clean and orderly Snowflake is today. It's like they proofread the streets.
They've really rolled out the red lining.
I love the smell of zoning laws in the morning. Let's start measuring.
Not so fast, ladies. We still have Snowflake for 6 more days. I'd say that means you are now trespassing on private property.
And what if we don't agree to leave?
Then we'll smoke you out.
Sounds delicious.
Or you can stay and watch.
Watch what? What exactly should we be watching?
Ah, Snowflake. How many years has it been?
Oh, at least 5, dear. Oh, and there's Snowflake flowers. And the old pickle and jam shop.
Yeah, that homemade salted caramel. It's the best.
I hope they still have those pastry puffs. I love those things. But my waistline probably doesn't miss them. Somebody stop me. All right now, everybody. This is it. Now, remember, Snowflake hasn't had a parade in over 5 years. And I mean we, get to lead it. So this has to be perfect. Match your values, mind your cutoffs, blend with your neighbors. I am looking at you, Snotty Phil and Bratty Steve. And for God's sake, sing the same song. I can't believe it. Me leading the Snowflake Sculpture Parade just the way my mother did when I was a snowflake singer. You see me now, Mom? Mom? Mom, is that you? I don't want to wear the ducky pajamas! Okay, ready?
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. Let the gentle host proclaim, Christ
was our Snowflake Singers under the direction of our own Celeste. Were they amazing, ladies and gentlemen? And what's coming down the road now? Marjorie's Flower Shop Stunning Float, made from thousands of beautiful flowers. An amazing, amazing effort by our... Oh, and what's coming down the road now, folks? Oh my God, I can't believe it. Our own wonderful chorus of children under the superb direction of Jen Littlefield. Ladies and gentlemen, watch what they do. Jen Littlefield was formerly the director of synchronized swimming at Fort Leavenworth, and she's brought her incredible talents to Snowflake, and we're glad she did. There they go, ladies and gentlemen. What a group. And what's coming down the road now? Oh, my goodness. It is the beautiful, beautiful float from Joe the Baker, made from hundreds of those delicious cupcakes. I could eat one just right now. Oh, amazing work by Joe the Baker. Oh, and our own Bert the Plowman. That clowning never stops for our own Bert. Bert, keep your day job. Ha ha ha. And who's coming out again? Oh my goodness, a spectacular effort by our own Nicholas Inskeep, a sand version of Snowflake. What a float, ladies and gentlemen. That is unbelievable for our own sand pile. And here come the kids again. Just when you thought they were through, they're back. Let's see what they do this time, folks. The synchronization of their efforts is quite extraordinary. The superb work of Jen Littlefield in our synchronized chorus. Amazing! I think our next float is on its way. A magnificent rendition. It is Sam the Jam Man and his beautiful pumpkins and gourds from Jams and Jellies. A magnificent, magnificent effort. But we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Our super secret surprise finale. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's Santa Claus himself back to a return engagement at Snowflake. Thank you, Santa Claus! And that draws the Snowflake Parade to its grand conclusion, ladies and gentlemen.
That was spectacular!
He's better than when I was a kid. Let's go check out the shops, Aunt Penny. I want to try other jam and pickle candy flavor.
All right, I'll take you to the shop, but no more samples for me today. Only gifts.
Oh yes, I'm sure that we could get all of our last minute gifts right here at Snowflake.
I'd say so. And I'd like to try some jalapeno pickles. I bet old Roger ain't never had none of these.
Excuse me, lawyers. We'd like to give you something before you leave.
Something for us? Why, you shouldn't have.
Oh, but we must. Here's a certified check good for paying off every loan and every business in Snowflake.
Thank you for this check. But as you said, this is only the minimum payment.
Yes, and as we said, due to Section 3C, page 20 of your original loans, you must pay off the loans in full by December 31st.
Not just the minimum payment.
Or you will all go into default and lose your mortgages. And the United Bank of Sleepville takes possession of Snowflake.
We're so sorry for your misunderstanding. It was truly a wonderful parade. See you in a few days. Snowflake.
Not so fast, lawyers. We're not finished.
Well, we will have a check just like that tomorrow and another one the next day.
And how do you plan on doing that?
Well, since we don't have to worry about the snow melting, we can have a seasonal sculpture parade throughout the holiday season.
The parade itself won't make you any money.
No, but the people visiting will.
And I'd like to make a donation right now. Can you write me a receipt? I'd like to make it off in April of next year.
It doesn't work like that.
Good thinking, James. Oh, and I'm sure that my archery club, my knitting club, and my book club would just love to have some of those homemade jams. I better go back and buy as many as I can carry.
And I will be coming back next week. I'd like to bring my whole class to the Culinary Institute. They would love it.
My aunt has 5 new reservations for tonight and a few more for the rest of the week.
The money is coming, Fleetville. It's only a matter of time.
Well, time is something in which you have very little of. You'll be back in 6 days if you have the full amount of every loan, or you don't. And this time we'll bring a bulldozer. And smoke.
Where'd you get that, kid? That's something for grown-ups.
Why don't you just give that to me? You wouldn't understand it anyway. It seems to me, lawyers, that according to the assumed preconditions of the original contract, as set out in Section 2D of the Defendant's Clause, a repayment of the mortgage loan cancels the mortgage, thereby reinstating the said ownership to the rightful owner. The rightful owner are the people of Snowflake, of course. So basically, once we pay off even half of all the loans in full, the shop puppeteers will own at least half of all the properties in Snowflake free and clear. And we will never give Sleepville any of the properties we own, so I guess no parking structure after all. And one more thing. I looked up your law firm online last night. Apparently, you represent the United Bank of Sleepville, and as a separate company, you also represent the Mega Giant Discount Outlet Supermall Corporation of Sleepville. This is a violation of the ethics code, as the bank should be looking out for the interest of its customers and not just the interest of its private corporation. I could turn you into the State Bar Association for this.
Yeah, you'll be receiving your payments, and tell your clients to rip up those default papers or we will press criminal charges and turn you into the bank.
Oh, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Ellie. And most importantly, thank you, Nick. Without your uncanny ability to dissect a complicated contract, Snowflake would have become a glorified parking lot.
Don't forget the Wanderlust. Without them, the seasonal sculpture parade would have never existed.
So, family, are we having fun yet?
Dad, this place is awesome. Can we come back every year? Like when you were a kid? I bet they'll even open up the arcade again.
You know, I have the high score on Pac-Man and Frogger.
Is that a challenge?
Man, I thought too much of a challenge.
That's what you think. Can we please come back, Dad? Marjorie's promised to teach Nick and me new arrangement and corsage techniques. Yeah, I'm really interested in horticulture and the pruning techniques of Euphorbia pauperima. And of course, bubbles.
Oh yes, I already have a candy lesson with Sam and Jam Man tomorrow. I'm hooked.
See, family, I told you you could have fun in Snowflake, even when there's no snow.
Dad, we get it. This place is awesome. Yeah, Dad, you're so embarrassing.
But he's right, and Snowflake needed a reminder too. Even though we had the weirdest weather, even though we're wearing summer clothes, can't you see it brought us all together? Christmas is Christmas, so anything goes.
Someone's putting presents by the trees. Someone's warming up the potpourri. Someone's making gingerbread and cookies. All because it's Christmas, have a ball, it's alright. Someone's hanging wreaths upon the doors. Someone's filling windows in the stores. Someone's roasting chestnuts in the oven. All because it's Christmas, have a ball, it's alright. Here where faces glow, and there's a feeling of excitement, where people show
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming this afternoon. We'd just like to bring to your attention the fact that we have a cast member with us who has the unique distinction of participating in every single holiday musical for the past 13 years. She's a senior at Holy Child and will be leaving us this year, and we want to recognize the incredible efforts of Carolyn Cruz.
Please join us in singing We Wish You a Merry Christmas.